All right, are we ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go.
1 plus 2
equals 25.
Say it with me now.
Alright, we're going. Oh my.
1 plus 2 equal
25. Sorry. Guys, we'll try to edit this video as little as possible. We are going to be authentically ourselves. So, we have to just get comfortable. This is not really going to be a very serious video. It's going to be us. Oh, well, first of all, we were supposed to do a question and answer video for YouTube, but then being that we have been getting so much traction on TikTok, follow us at the same name as the YouTube channel, the same name we have on TikTok.
Yeah.
And yeah, do you want to start with the questions or do you want to start with how we met first?
Questions first.
Questions first.
Yeah. So we have some questions that we asked ChatGPT to generate for us.
Right? We will not lie to you. We're not going to tell you no lie. We just say ChatGPT.
Yeah, because we don't really have no fans to ask us no questions. So we just make up some questions ourselves.
Make up some questions ourselves.
Yeah, so it's like a get to know us type of thing. You know who we watch on the TV, on the phone, on the tablet. Yeah. Basically. So first question, baby.
Alright, what was our first impression of each other?
You go first.
Well, first of all, he went to Monroe College. And anybody were in the western region,
Bobo.
no one say, Monroe! So we were in the same university classroom. So we did in the same class for 4 years? 4 years, yeah. So when he was introducing himself and saying like, yo, I'm from Monroe College, you know, that first day of class, first day of school, everybody introduced themselves, their background and all of that. And my friend and I, we like, oh my gosh, girl, didn't go Monroe. And yeah, that was my first impression. The only thing I hear at the school and my head gone.
My first impression of her within a class, this was CMU University. And there's a specific teacher. It was the first day of class. And she wanted to give us homework. And we hear this fine voice from the back of the class say, "Miss, you can't do that." When I turned around, it was her. You know, so at that time, we like girls who can stand up for themselves. You know, a little bit of
with homework.
Fierceness, you understand? You know, but who would dare to say that on the first day of class to a teacher, you understand? So that was what caught my attention. And then when I looked around me, I said, oh, she's pretty though. She's nice and slim and pretty. So that was kind of my first impression. I never know about her at school, but
yeah, okay. Next up, what's our YouTube channel about?
Well, our YouTube channel is basically like a video diary. It's supposed to be a video diary.
It's supposed to be a video diary.
Yeah, so but we don't know which direction
we are going to go with YouTube.
You know.
We just have a post to post sake, and if it is that we do develop a fan base, quote unquote, then that's okay and fine. We are in our 20s, and we are kind of the unconventional couple right now because we're married. You know, we're in our own place. And we have a lot of responsibilities as what I would say parents, I guess. And you know, with the whole economic structure like, oh my gosh, NHT, if we can get a loan, if we get a house, government put things in place for young people, that whole stuff, whatever, controversy. So it's just like us being transparent with everyone and also having our own video diary for sure. We're grandpicking them for sure. So yeah.
Whatever. So if a
this
prank,
is where we started.
If a prank, if a joke, if a challenge is a challenge.
Challenges, like
whatever it is, you know. But if you guys like to see a certain thing from us, feel free to let us know.
Yeah, in the comment section. And we don't really do pranks. I know him way too well. to do a prank on him, and he knows me way too well to do a prank on me, and me kind of very nonchalant, so I may not react in the moment, or really and truly, being that we have been together for so many years, me not gonna have no reaction.
Facts.
Me not gonna have no reaction. It just is what it is. I'm mature enough to know he won't do certain things, and he's mature enough to know that
she not gonna do certain things.
we're not gonna do certain things. Like,
you know, we're not gonna be gullible to certain.
oh my gosh, she's in the bed with another girl. Oh my gosh.
She not
Crazy? No?
Yeah, but no this.
I'm gonna run certain joke. And not for clicks and views. I'm gonna run certain joke. Next question. How long have we been together or married?
So, been together for what?
Almost 7 years.
7 years? Call it 7 years.
Yeah.
I'm married for
6 months?
yeah, about 6 months. November of this year.
November of last year, Papa.
No, November of this year will be 1 year.
1 year, yeah.
And it's now April, so do the months.
Do the months.
Yeah.
Who takes longer to get ready? I do.
Of course.
The woman, if the man did ever take longer to get ready, me and him wouldn't in no relationship.
That's crazy.
Because we in a competition with me?
She would have to say, get ready, and she have on her clothes. I'm gonna bathe it. I'm gonna bathe, put on my clothes.
Oh my gosh, that's so true.
I'm still ready. And she not ready yet.
Me would have put on my clothes, and the only thing me for do, I like my hair or my face or whatever. And then I'll be in the process of doing makeup, and him bathe, iron, put on in clothes, spray up in the car and wait for me. Be done.
If you want to carry up on a date, I have to tell her from in the morning.
Yeah.
So she prepare herself mentally, then physically.
Yeah. For true.
Excuse
Me take long to get ready. Anyway, me I go. I have a habit for late, which is something I need to break out of. Yeah. What's the weirdest habit the other person has? You start.
I think your weird habit is that she has, I don't know what them call it, but she start do this, she not finish it, and she start something else, and she don't finish it, and she
Are you going
start
to
something
out
else.
me like that on the media?
No, but it's a habit, you know.
True.
She will get it done eventually.
Eventually.
But you know, she not gonna just start it and finish it at the same time.
If me start wash plates, me have to pause washing plates if I get too overwhelmed and go clean up the room. And then me half clean up the room and go clean the bathroom. And then mid cleaning the bathroom I say, oh crap, me have the plate them for wash. And then we go start back on the plate them.
Yeah.
All in all, it gets done, okay? It gets done. Maybe not in the time period I would like it to, but it gets done.
Yeah, maybe I'm there too. But...
Oh gosh, baby, wicked to me.
Alright, what's the weirdest habit for me?
What's the weirdest habit for you? The weirdest habit. I wouldn't say it's a weird habit, it's possibly a plus. He's very optimistic. So even when me fret down the place, I'm like, you know what, babe, you good man, don't worry yourself.
Why worry?
Don't worry yourself.
Why
You're
worry?
good man. And not even a weirdest habit. You want to talk about me, half the things, him don't know if you take up him close them off of the ground.
Sure.
Everywhere.
At least that.
Whoop! Right at ground. 2-3 days if me not take you. Weirdest habits. Cause what you mean in a scene.
I see.
But that's okay.
Okay, that's why I have a beautiful.
Oh, a servant. Alright, next question. What is one goal we have as a couple? One goal? We have one each still.
Like, well, as a couple, not personally. As a couple, I don't know what I have. We want to travel the world. Yeah.
We have traveled before, but we want to travel
the world. So we want to go Kazakhstan, Spain.
Okay, we're naming places.
So I like.
Travel the world, babe. The world is.
No, but,
It's okay.
But some people have a small perception of the world. Some people, when they say world, them just think, say, oh, yeah, I got America.
We want to go global, guys.
Yeah.
We want to travel.
The world. Like the real world. Like places where people can't even pronounce the name of the country. See that type of.
Yeah, baby.
I like.
I lie. I choose so. You know some support you right through.
You support me?
I live for 40 actually.
Alright.
Another goal we have is to be very successful so we can provide for our families in abundance. In abundance.
Successful financially, specifically.
Financially, specifically, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're successful already considering where we are right now.
Yeah. But the financial part, it's not where we want it to be, is it?
I don't think it will ever be where we want it to be.
Possible.
Because it can never be too wealthy.
Rich. No, true.
Can never be too wealthy, of course. So, what's the biggest lesson we've learned from each other?
You first.
The biggest lesson I've learned from you is to trust in you, to have faith in you. Because we are coming from such a tumultuous point, you know, in our lives and in the relationship at the beginning. And it was like, okay, he would be the one to reassure me that, okay, I'm going to do certain things for you, but you have to give me the chance. And I've learned to be, I wouldn't say codependent, but I've learned to allow you to take the lead and trust in you, because we know, say, whatever you say that you're going to do for real.
True.
Yeah.
From
Trust
you,
in him and God.
Well, of course.
Of course.
For me, I've learned from her like stop caring what people think.
Oh my gosh, have you learned that?
Yeah, I've learned that to some extent.
To some extent.
But I used to be very, very, very mindful of what people think, of how people perceive me.
Yeah, and us.
Yeah, and us. So, I used to ask, I said, babe, we can't do that because people go say.
You can't do that.
You can't do that because people go say this. But she has taught me that no matter what people are going to chat, people are going to talk. So you just do what makes you happy, and at the end of the day, you just don't care about what people say, you know?
Yeah. And then we have grown up so differently. So it's like, I was raised to like be very outspoken, and it's like, I'm not really business, I don't care, I don't have a shame tree, I'm not business, I'm not business, I'm not like you, I'm not like you. I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you. My mother's always taught me that, okay, you can be vocal about your feelings, but you don't have to be disrespectful. And sometimes I may say things and people think I'm being disrespectful, but that's not the case. And what he is making mention to is like, in the earlier parts of our relationship, I was a party goer. And I used to be like, yo, if you don't want me doing certain things, you join me at that party.
I've never really been a party
And
person.
him is not a party person.
Nope.
So, anywhere the wind blows, it blows. But I have changed.
Yeah, compromise.
Compromise. That's what our relationship is all about. Compromise.
Yeah.
I have changed.
That's good.
Yeah. And I think this will be our last question before we go into how we met.
Yeah.
Favorite memory so far as a couple?
Work and travel.
God, I thank you for that opportunity. Jesus. Yes.
Work and travel 2022. Yeah, we went to Carowinds in North Carolina, on the border of North and South Carolina. Yeah, on the border of North and South Carolina.
North and South Carolina.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was what they call them park there? Amusement park. Yeah. And we were working there.
Amusement and water park. Yeah.
Right. We were working in one of the restaurants. Burritos.
Love burritos. Big up to you, Daniel, if you're watching this. Daniel and Danny, we love you so much.
Big up yourself, Jabez.
Those are our supervisors, and Jabez was our manager.
But the reason why that stood out, well, for me personally, it was my first time traveling. And traveling with my girlfriend at the time. She wasn't my wife as yet. And it was just different, you know. We had to worry about. We never have to worry about
nothing.
You know.
Nothing.
We just wake up, go to work, and remember, say what them call hard work and really hard work.
I know hard
for
work
us.
for Jamaican
You understand?
people. I know hard work.
And we could eat as much as well. We weren't supposed to eat as
We
much
get
as
the
our-
privilege.
but we got the privilege.
to eat what we want
Eat
because
what we
we
want.
were those type
Yeah.
of workers.
Yeah, and you know, the US is a huge place, so you know there are so many places you can go, experience, just to go and see. You
Yeah.
understand? So it was awesome having that experience
And
with
freedom.
your significant other.
Yes.
You know,
Agreed.
so it was just
Awesome.
awesome. Yeah.
Awesome. I think we're going to work and travel in another video. And yeah, we'll go into that in another
Yeah,
video.
for sure. Yeah.
So how we met.
Well, we met.
How
So-
we met. Let me tell you guys about our first interaction.
Yeah. So you know, say how we met always have two sides.
Yeah, two sides to a story. So I can go into my like beginning,
Side.
where I got to CMU, all of that, and then you go into your part, Papa, and then we merge.
Alright.
All right, you want to start?
No, you just
Let me. I'm taking the lead.
so
I would-
this one.
This one, okay. All right, so let me start from me going to high school. So I was in high school, and then I didn't really know anything about CMU like that. But then, all right, I'm gonna start over.
Oh, CMU is
Caribbean Maritime University.
Yeah.
Western campus. This is in Montego Bay.
Right.
Alright, so I didn't know anything about CMU like that, but they used to have advertisements on the radio station and, you know, advertising the courses they offer, this, that, and the third. Cool. My dad came up with, oh, yes, you can go work on shape, you can do this, customs, blah, blah, blah. So then I really wanted to be a social worker, but with my father saying, oh, you know, possibly this is a better field for you to venture into, go ahead. So sign up, everything, got my acceptance letter, very excited, and I started CMU. Now I started CMU fresh out of high school. I was how old? I was 16 years old because I started school very, very early. So 16 years old in university. Everybody else are big people, and me just come fresh out of high school, and it was like a new scene for me because it's like you're now becoming a young adult. And the first class, as stated previously in the video, when I say him introduced himself and him said Monroe, and me like, oh my gosh, Monroe. Westwood girls always have a thing for Monroe boys, always. Or I think all girls school is kind of like across the board. Monroe are just that the school. I don't know if that's the same, you know, notion they have now, but that's how it was back in the day. Okay, so Monroe me like, ah, right. And then, you know, you have guys in other class where you would gravitate to, and I was really a guy's girl. I was never a girl's girl. So, would I par with some of the guy them in the classroom, do homework with them, rate.
Homework for them.
Or homework for them. True. Because I was just that girl, I was dumb. So, me I could go venture off into part of Fio story now.
Oh.
Alright. So we had a class group, and as I said, I was very outspoken growing up. So we were texting on the class group, people that send memes, this, that, blah, blah, talking about homework, discussing assignments, all of them something there. And I used to be very vocal about certain things because why do we need to do this? When is that due? This, that, blah, blah. Always vocal. Most of my classmates them don't like me, and that's okay. I don't really give a shit. So I was very vocal, but at the time, what was I? I was Lee. Was I Lee on WhatsApp? Yes.
Okay.
So then, of course, Lee's not my real name. So everybody's like, who is this Lee person? Who is Lee? Who is Lee? Who is Lee?
Chat, no.
Chat. And then I used to be in class, and them I say, who name Lee? Who name Lee? And I just be like, me no know. That me name Lee. Anyway, moving on. He texted me one day and he said, are you name Ashley? I'm gonna say yeah. And then from that, he left school one day. Him left school one day. Rain was falling, pouring a bit. I had an umbrella. Him did stuck at Bay West. If you know my bay, he was stuck at Bay West. And in the rain, when I should be making my way to my yard, I go look the man at Bay West. And the rest is history. Go and be.
Rest is history.
I never know nighttime, by the way. It was after school.
Yeah, it was after school. Yeah, so that iconic line, you name Ashley. You know, funny enough, when I tell her this earlier, right? Say when me send her the message there, me never did think say are you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had this friend that she was paired with all the time. One of my brethren, the lover,
The friend.
the friend. So the brethren now asked me to find out if Lee
Or the
are
friend.
the friend. But me never think say Lee are the friend because the friend never really talkative like that. So I went in with a you named Ashley. She answer yes, she named so, and the conversation start. So me forget say my friend send me on a mission, because me I say the girl are nice. She's interesting, the vibe, the personality up there. So I was just intrigued by the conversation. So that day at Bay West, yes, rain did fall. We were just like on a friend basis. We never really talked much at school.
Yeah.
Just a text,
We really didn't talk at all because at the time he was around this girl very often. A girl very often. And then I was like, no, so them in a things.
True, everybody these things we do in things.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks true. But that specific day I was there and I don't know for some strange reason, sometimes you have the compelling voice in the back of your head say, call a person. Yeah, that voice was telling me to call her.
Not to everybody.
Not to everybody. I don't know why, but I just called Ashley. I called Lee. So calling her and I said, hey, where are you? She said she's in the town with her friends. And I'm like, yo, link me. I don't know what I want her to come link me for, but I don't know what to say.
He's stuck in a rain and he don't know where to go.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. I don't know umbrella. You never have no umbrella either. Because you walked in the rain.
Achoo.
Yeah, she walked in the rain. Come to meet me.
Achoo, in the rain.
Yep, she walked in the rain. Come at Bay West. So walk past her taxi stand.
No, I never reached my taxi stand yet.
It's a taxi stand? Oh, true.
Never
But she walked in the rain, come to me. And when I saw her walk in the rain, I was like, yo, you're really walking in the rain, come? That means, boy, I will look at things.
Please. I have my head on my body, I do my schoolwork and I never fail a subject yet.
So, basically, that's how, that relationship started because we stood there and we talked for hours that day. We talked, I remember, about 5 o'clock straight back to 8, 9.
Where are you, girlie?
Yeah, both parents are called. I mean, this was nothing sexual.
Yeah, nothing like that.
It was just
a chat.
deep conversations, like what are your dreams, and we laugh about things, and then that's when I realized that hey, this is the first I've had like a nourishing conversation like this with somebody, and this is what I want, and from that we just start annoy her.
Yeah, we start hang out like 24/7.
Yeah, like in the morning she wake up.
Everything.
In the morning she wake up, she call her. And at the night, I call her. Throughout the day, I call. At school, text.
Until eventually I started to mention him to my mother. I'd be like, oh, Monroe, they're at school. Because I called him Monroe and he called me
Westwood.
Right, by our high school names.
Right.
So, they say, Mommy, may I go meet Monroe at Falmouth or Monroe this, Monroe that. And she used to be like, who is Monroe? Who named Monroe? I'm like, oh, this guy in my class, this a blah blah. I was like, oh yeah, he's my friend.
And then what sealed it up is that one day we had a teacher that said, hey, you guys need to pick a group
Oh yeah.
that you will be in for the rest,
Rest
of the time in the university. So it's like what, second year? Our first
it was
year?
first year.
First year, like the last part of the first year.
Last part of
The
first
teacher
year.
came and said, hey, since you not have issues within the group members, choose a group of 6 people and just stick to
6
that
or
group.
5?
Yeah, 6 or 5.
Mm.
It was Elite 6.
Elite 6,
Yeah.
yes.
So
Oh yeah, we had a group
Yeah, we
name
had-
for
yeah,
all
for all
or
group members.
yeah, group members. It was Elite 6.
Elite
yeah.
6. And I was the only male
Male.
in that group. And the only reason I was the male in that group was because I like Ashley.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ashley go, me have to go. So when the man them have the
Yeah.
group over there, so we do over here so the girl them because I want the girl there.
Yep. So that was first year of university. Summer pass. We didn't do it. I don't think we did much summer. We just used to hang out a lot, meet up, with a Falmouth or whatever the case is. Yes. And then, let me tell you guys how the relationship started. That's how we met. How did the relationship start?
Well, the relationship started when I met her, she had somebody.
I had a boyfriend.
But me, man, them know anything. You
Oh,
know,
please.
business about that.
Oh,
You know?
my
You
gosh.
want what you want. I don't really business about that. So she had tell me say she have a boyfriend, but he just a come to her so and go back to her. So me not hear that because at the end of the day, no business about that. Me and you at all.
Please bear in mind that in the timeline of me and him getting close, the relationship was long gone.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The relationship of that boyfriend was long gone.
So it wasn't like a cheating type of
Right?
thing, you know? It
No.
was more like
I was just like in my head so much, and him used to just be like, what happened to you today? You look sad, this and blah blah.
Right.
And then he was the shoulder to cry on, and you know what they say about shoulders to cry on. Okay?
Right. Yeah, but in my mind, throughout the whole thing, throughout her breakup at that time, we have never done anything intimate. You know, never hold hands, never kiss, nothing like that. It was just always conversations.
From that breakup.
Yeah, from that.
But it's kind of TMI still. Should I say it?
No. Can't say that.
But now say it.
Can't say that. Can't. Right, there's no say. Yes, there's a Dave song that talks about his ex. If you can listen to that song and get an idea.
Talk about Papa?
A Dave song. You know the Dave song? How I Met My Ex? Yeah. Can listen to the song now you get an idea of what we wanted to tell you but we can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't know the song, but
Yeah, me neither song. So how the relationship started, I was going through that breakup and he was like, yo, my day I feel, I want to. Me like love you right now. So it's like they're with me. And I used to be like, no, me not mentally ready for date with you. Just I say like the breakup was so, I wouldn't even say traumatic. Because me not really go through no real heartbreak like some people go through real heartbreak.
it was
You
like
know?
a first love, first breakup type of thing.
First love.
So you know it gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
You know it gonna hurt you. But
First official
I
breakup.
was always determined because
Yeah.
I see the values of a wife. So I want
Oh
it.
come on, baby! I never did nothing about wife. See the
No
values
man, in the latter part of it was a wife.
Okay.
In the first part, obviously the university also looked some fun. But after a while, when I start realizing...
It was never really supposed to be serious.
But when I start realizing, the person you kind of complete me. You have to start take things serious. Because she never want to hear the word married much less faith.
Yeah, for true. I didn't want to marry at all. When I hear marriage, man, that's like,
She won't show. She told my parents that she will never get married.
Oh, yeah, I did. I did.
But so when you see something what you want,
Something?
yeah, we're talking figuratively. It's not something. When there is something that you want,
Okay.
you go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Something wrong with that?
No?
Okay.
Preach it.
But let me tell you about the first kiss.
Oh my gosh. Go on.
So the first kiss.
Which one of the first kiss?
No, it was the first kiss.
Okay.
She was actually crying over the past breakup. And I was there.
Sit down beside her,
Sit down beside her.
Like, wow, me really just kissed that girl and she cried over another man. Boy, because we weren't men and women at the time. She's crying over another boy.
It was just us being there talking, and we just start play with her, hold her by her neck.
Yeah, please define playing with her.
Yeah, like play, hold her by her neck and tickle and I'm looking for full thing there. But I was just basically using the opportunity to get in the little troops there, you know? And afterwards, this girl burst out in her tears.
Hollering.
Start ball.
Because I'm like, oh my gosh. What is happening? Emotions flying left, right, center. Pew, 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 pew. Emotions. Just like crazy overwhelmed. But yeah, I've always been very emotional.
Oh yeah, but it has been a wonderful journey throughout university.
Mm-hmm.
We ran for like leadership positions.
We got them twice.
Straight. Yeah, we got them twice.
PRO.
I'm Prezi.
Prezi.
Right, so she has always been my sidekick.
Partner in crime.
Partner in crime, you know.
Yeah, and even before we were officially in a relationship, like nobody couldn't try attack him. You get what I say? Like, more ready, you can't say, oh, you gotta talk to him certain way. You don't do that. You do that when me did it at least. I remember I said this at the time I'm about 17 years old, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a class would be big people, like persons 20 something,
Right. Because she was 17 when I met her. I was...
No, I was 16 when you
16, yeah. When I met her, I was 17 going to 18.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Our birthdays are 2 days apart, so like, you might did 18 at the time.
Right.
Me I did 16. Yeah. And would I always go to war for him? I talk with a teacher, friend, foe, me no care. Anytime them say Ray, my at it. Whether in a group chat, anything at all. I've just always been in defense of him, and I feel like if you're in a relationship and the person you are with is being attacked or something, just negative energy is being thrown on them.
Yeah.
No, so you need for the deaf to say, yo, box that! Box that way, man. Nope. Him for alright, him for good.
Of course.
Love him alone. I mean, defend him in front, you know? But then if he does something wrong, I say, yo,
yeah, right.
you should not do that.
Not
Foolishness
private,
that.
yeah.
But me, I go defend him.
Yeah, of course. We have always been
Always.
defenders for each other.
Lord God. A union we forget, you know? Jesus!
No, that is a whole video.
That is a whole video by itself.
Yeah.
It's a whole video by itself.
Yeah, we have always been that couple that has been targeted by people, but we're married now.
We're married now.
Look at us now.
Look at us now. You can't say 40. Mm-mm. And then everything is like, should we go into obstacles we faced? Sure?
Video go long though.
I mean, we'll cut it off at, when you're ready.
Alright.
Alright, so, would you like to start something so I could piggyback off you for this time? First challenge, or just name one of the challenges that we've had in the beginning of our relationship.
Alright, so one of the challenges that we've had, I had a very hard time tapping into her emotions. So she always have this mass, like this wall up. So like when I try to say, hey, just express how you feel about the situation, or express how you feel about me. So I just say, me good man, or yeah, me like you.
And that's just it.
No, there must be something deeper than just liking me. And it took me maybe about a year to kind of break through that wall until she finally told me that she loved me. She said
God,
it first.
It didn't take a year.
She said
Did
it
it take
first.
a year?
About a year.
Mm.
About a year.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. But when she told me that she always loved me, but she just never like know how to say it.
You know that trust has to be built, man. Can't just dash it out so.
That was one of my greatest challenges.
Okay. One of my challenges in the first part of the relationship was he was so like paranoid and super insecure. And I think that was kind of my fault still, because as I said, I used to go party enough. I know when you go party, you're a freshman. You just, bust out of high school and you do road. Yeah, do road, you go party and wine pan. Tom, Dick and Harry. Lord, not Harry. We have a friend named Harry. Tom, Dick and Rose. Choke. Whatever. So, that was another thing. He would see videos and he would be like, yo, zoom in. Actually, that. No need that.
Yeah, my friend of mine a catch.
Exactly.
A
Friend don't chat too much, man. Oh yeah. Look, you see your girl already, and me see you.
Because as you know, I just saw them something that goes like
chat, man.
You're the president for the campus, so people there look
Not
up
at that
to
time,
you.
Papa. Not
No,
at that
of course.
time.
I'm sorry, from second year.
From third year you get president.
Third year. True.
A third year, fourth year you get president.
True.
So second
People
year.
they just look up to me from them time.
I guess, which is true.
So them eyes I try to look out
For him.
for me, you see me. Probably just true. You was one of the bros them, so man them go and look out for you. So I see a girl there. Yeah, so
Mota massive.
yeah, it was a hard thing to get over that because part of the culture.
Mm-hmm.
So people go party, people dance. I never grew up like that, so I'm not gonna like it, I'm not gonna appreciate it. So it was okay for her, but for me it was like heart wrenching,
Okay. What else can we go into? Do you want to tell them about that story that we did that got deleted? Ooh.
That's a phone,
Sure, that's true.
yeah.
Why we have a leap of story in a way? But now, this is when I will get ask questions on in the comment section if you want to know more. And
1 plus 2.
no, not 1 plus 2, Papa. It's 1 plus 1.
No.
1 plus 1 equal
25. 1 plus 1?
1 plus 1.
1 plus 1. Yes.
1 plus 1 equal
Just start over.
25.
So
1 plus 1
equal 25.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. As we said, we not really do this for nothing still. So
If you hit, if you miss, you miss.
if you miss it, miss. If you hit it, hit.
That's one of them things there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Bye bye.